Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the podcast. I'm Steven Rogers.
I'm Andrew Chavone. Hello, Panickers.
Good to be here. We've got so many. You've got so much Liquid Death since the last time I saw you.
I got to open with that, everybody. So I had the worst flight weekend of my life. Planes got canceled. I booked a direct, and they laid me over and bended me over.
They bent you over.
Bended me over. Then I got home. And I had 18 cases of Liquid Death waiting for me. The follow-up to that story in Omaha.
Oh, my God.
I came through.
It's so crazy. I saw every feature act I know post pictures with them in the hat and cases of Liquid Death.
Oh, that explains why my post bombed.
Yeah, it's...
Hitting with all these losers.
And everybody that worked there this year recently got a bunch of Liquid Death.
Oh, so this happened all at once?
I believe
They've been accumulating all these feature acts and
I don't know if it was every feature act, but I saw a couple more posts than just yours.
I saw one too. Yeah, some
Hippie Man was one of them.
Hippie Man.
Oh, he's one of the best comics I've ever seen.
Oh my God,
he's so good.
Too hip to be square, man. I don't know who the hell Hippie Man is. Sounds
you're missing out.
Sounds like a Batman villain. Hippie Man is taking over Gotham.
He's like, hey, Batman, chill out, dude.
He's put hemp in the water supply.
He's trying to make everybody hungry.
Yeah, right. He invested in food and then made everyone high.
Smoke him out. No, that's what he wants.
Yeah, there's no effect. His utility belt has
rolling papers.
Rolling papers. Oh my God! Well, good. I'll have to check out this Hippie Man post.
He's so funny.
Yeah, I got home. I had to rearrange everything. I put all the Liquid Death, and then So I've been drinking these all day. I wake up in the morning, drink Liquid Death. I feel like Kesha. Wake up in the morning, feeling like P Diddy.
You're like Jim Dore.
Feeling like Liquid Diddy.
Sounds like you need another one.
Wait, what'd you say about Jim Dore?
John Dore. No, wait. Oh, no. What is it? Oh, my God. The lead singer of The Doors.
Van Morrison? Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
What about him?
Jim from The Doors is what I was trying to get to. But his song, I got up this morning and grabbed myself a beer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Woke up this morning, get my bed to bed.
Very, identical.
Sopranos.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know the song.
Got myself a death.
Well, we're reaping the rewards, everyone. This is
there is. I think that's the name of it, the Reap.
The Reap.
Reaping raspberry.
Oh, my God.
Oh, but yours is good. Bury it alive. That's great. Mine's severed lime.
I know. I can't wait till dismembered watermelon.
Decapitated kiwi.
Where you?
Mangled mango.
Mangled mango. We go right for these people.
I know. Hire us, Liquid Death.
Oh, my God.
I'm liquid dying here.
Oh, my God. Well, I feel less special that every comic in the country got these, but but finding all those Liquid Deaths, I rolled them all in my apartment. They were so heavy. I felt like I was like a shipping hub. I felt like Amtrak or something. I don't know.
Oh man, well that's great, man. This is a good supply for you.
Yeah, dude. Supply. Don't.
Oh my God, Hippie Man got you.
Hippie Man infected me.
And then there's quick thing that you referenced up top. I could tell that you have been offended that I don't finish the coffee whenever I'm over here.
Yeah, you asked for a coffee, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna fill it up a third because I know after you leave, I clean up and there's always like a lot left in that cup.
Yeah. And then I didn't know that was a thing with you. I was never going to tell you that every time we've recorded at my place, you never finish your coffee.
I usually have 2 cups? Or
no,
do I just have 1 cup?
I make you 1 cup, and you've never finished your coffee.
Well, the reason for that is I show up all caffeinated. I already drank a pot here, and then I show up at your place.
Hello.
That's you too? My God. Like overdosing.
That's why we'll never run out of stuff for the podcast. We're caffeinated to Kingdom Come.
I know. Our heads are like head exploding emoji.
Yeah.
It's me every day.
That's the next flavor of Liquid Death.
Head exploding. Head exploding grape. I don't know.
That'd be gouged grape.
Gouged?
Or
gouged.
Gouged
Yeah.
grape. Yeah, gouged.
Gouch. Yeah, that's like
What's gouged?
a
That's
French painter or something.
Yeah.
Oh, oui, oui.
That's the guy in the trash can. Oscar the Gouch.
Oh, my God. We're getting warmed up here. That coffee's kicking in.
yeah. Continuation of the last episode, I believe. You teased some T-shirts. Teased shirts.
Yes, everybody. I should have rewatched that last episode, but we left on a cliffhanger. You and me were about to pick them up.
Yes. And you wouldn't tell me the design.
No.
Or the joke on the shirt.
I haven't told anybody this, even though it was your idea, which you forgot about.
I totally forgot.
Yeah. So everyone, we clocked out of here and went down to Queens. Steven, was a little reluctant to come. I don't know.
I mean, I must have sensed where we were going.
Steven had to get back to his cat.
I felt it in my ice cream bones.
What? Don't give it away.
He's giving it away.
Steven had to get back to his cat and his Office reruns. And
yeah.
I'm like, let's go on an adventure. You're like, no, I got to watch Rick and Morty and, drink plain seltzer. And I don't know what you do at your house, but
I write jokes.
Well, this is it. You got to live a little.
Okay. Why don't you describe what happened to everybody?
Well, we lived. We lived on the edge.
I'm surprised we lived.
Well, I had this guy say to my phone, his shirt guy. I forgot his name, and for some reason I thought it was Schmoigel, but his name was Simon. I don't know where I was getting all this. Maybe his last name is Moigel.
Maybe you got it. I don't know, from racism, but
whatever. But we get to where the shirt was, which looked different than when I went there. When I first went there to pick out the shirts and talk to them and give them, well, you'll hear the last episode where the money debacle, but
yeah,
we went to talk shop there. It was just like in the middle of an industrial complex. There's no address on the thing. It's just a glass door in a warehouse where the shirt thing is. People aren't supposed to be in there.
Right.
I'm the only one that went in there because I'm paranoid about these shirts, the quality.
I'm surprised you came out alive, honestly.
Well, you and me roll up in the car. We pull up. Schmoigel tells me to meet him at 3. We get there at like 2:45. I'm like, oh, he's probably in there.
Yeah.
He says 5 minutes. So you and me loiter around the industrial zone of Queens
and
for 20 minutes. I feel like he was delayed.
We were waiting for a long time, and there's all these ice cream trucks. It's the ice cream truck gallows over there. They're just all these ice cream trucks and all the people that drive them with... I'm talking the thickest cigar you've ever seen. One guy, he's smoking a huge stogie. And
they all look like Tony Soprano.
They're all yelling at each other, and they're all terrifying looking.
Yeah, so it was literally ice cream truck like... It
was like the Klondike Mafia. It was...
There probably were like... And it wasn't even like a parking lot.
No, it was on the street.
It was a street. These ice cream trucks were parked on the sidewalk, double parked.
Looked like Fast and the Furious when they're getting ready for a race.
Instead of rap music, they're playing the ice cream sound and dancing. And, they got hydraulics on the ice cream, and that's how they make milkshakes. They're like scary, like... They look like Eastern European. It looks like the people Liam Neeson rescued his daughter from.
Yes, yeah.
They're all... Something's going on down there. I don't know what.
I mean, I wanted to make like a banana and split.
And they're all eyeing us. They're all leaning against their trucks.
All of them are staring us down.
They're all leaning against their trucks with their arms crossed, like giving us a lot of attitude. And they think we're like undercover for the competitor, Mr. Softy or something. Because
they were all Mr. Hardee's.
Mr. Hardy. Oh my god! What's that movie?
Get Hardy. Oh, Get Hard.
Get Hard, yeah. It was a hard day's night over there, but these nice good guys, we got like so freaked out. I'm like, should we just sit in the car? And you were like, that'd make it more suspicious. And they're literally like, you'd think they'd be carrying ice cream cones and stuff. These guys are carrying like wrenches, and it looks like they're about to fight another rival ice cream gang.
It does. They're snapping and dancing.
Yeah, it's like, you ever see gangs in New York when they walk through that warehouse and there's a flute playing, and do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they're like sharpening their knives and making that's what they were doing over there.
They were sharpening their cones.
Yeah, they're eating a popsicle to a point so they could stab somebody. Like cracking their knuckles and their knuckle in their hand,
and the nuts that they're sprinkling on the
they're in their hands there was nuts, so you thought they were cracking their knuckles, they're just breaking those over a cone. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I never made me ever want to eat an ice cream cone. I'm like, this doesn't look clean at all.
No, they get the scoop to take people's eyes out.
In my head, I thought, like, when an ice cream truck goes home, it pulls into like a rainbow colored garage, and then like some Oompa Loompa comes and like
washes it
and refills the ice cream. And
they're washing it with cake.
Yeah, they're
as the sponge.
Yeah, sponge cake. Yeah, they put it like, instead of the oil filter, there's a cone that they change, and the oil is actually syrup.
Chocolate syrup.
Yeah, the Oompa Loompa drinks it, and it's like environmentally friendly. But
yeah, the hubcaps are cookies.
But no, this is like dirty and grungy, and these guys are scary. And oh my God! Finally, I'm like, I wanted to show you the shirt factory and all the guy, but
I know, but it was a rocky road to get there. It was
a
lot of twists.
I know, yeah, it was a McFlurry of fear.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but we finally. But then the guy gets ready and he just opens the door, hands us 2 boxes.
Huge boxes.
Luckily you were there, because my back would have broke.
I know that, and the liquid death. You'd be in decommissioned right now. We'd be in your hospital bed.
I would be in the hospital bed. Yeah, I'm hooked up to an IV of ice cream. I would need like a masseuse and stuff after all that. Yeah,
right.
So we load up the shirts. Okay, so okay, let me should I reveal what they are now?
Well, first, before that, you're like, let me show you the shirt, and I'm like, let's get the hell out of here.
Oh yeah.
And then I'll look at it in the car,
because all those ice cream guys were giving us an eye like, did they just load up cones?
Yeah,
like they thought
we were rival ice cream.
Yeah.
They're like, they better not be sandwiches. So we loaded up and we start driving. Now you can...
Don't reveal the shirt. Okay. Well, I got 2 parts of this story, because I got to follow up after you. But so you and me, like when we first met 6 years ago at this point, how long has it been? I don't know.
Long time.
Long time. Years fly, and there's a pandemic and all this. So you heard a joke of mine, and you were like, you gave me a look. You were like, I like that joke. And I was like, oh, thanks, man. And you were like, could be a shirt. And you don't remember this, but it really left an imprint on me for 6 years.
I've noticed, because I immediately tossed that out. It was like, oh, well, I don't have to remember this moment.
I know, but that stuck with me,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like one of those documentaries or something where...
What I'll always remember about you is your globe joke.
Yeah, and I haven't done it in a while. Or ever. I did it like once. You heard it.
Oh, it's so funny to me.
I tossed that thing out like,
like my shirt memory.
Shirt memory. I think I did it on one of the Zoom shows, and I was like, yeah, I remember why I never did this again. I don't remember what it was. Something about globes.
You talk about flat earthers and
Oh, who started that conspiracy? It was a globe factory. No.
Globe factory is the punchline, but I don't remember what happened or how you got there, but I remember globe factory just making me laugh so hard.
Yeah, right, because the motivation for these people who make these flat Earth. I was like, well, who cares? Except for people, maybe some guy who had a grudge with a globe factory. I can't remember the joke, everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry for messing it up.
Oh, maybe it's someone that got fired from a globe factory.
Somebody got fired from a globe factory.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think that's the original joke, but that's funnier.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it out. Maybe it'll be a new shirt.
Yeah.
So there's this joke where I don't want to give away. This joke is like 2 minutes long. I want you to all see it in person.
Right.
It's an experience, everybody. But I say, first time I got intimate with a girl, I said fingering time, and I held up my finger, and I say it out loud. I'm butchering the joke, everyone, but that's on purpose. So then I made a shirt that says fingering time, and it's a clock with a finger in it. It's actually. Do you want to show it, or I don't want to? It's on that chair closest to the. Do you see it?
Oh, I see it.
So yeah, I got them in green and gray. They're not for sale online because I don't know how to do it, but you have to come to a show and you'll hear the joke, and then if you're a Patreon member, I'll give it to you for free or $10. Okay, this one I made it myself, everyone.
Yeah, and then you told me you got in a fight with Simon.
Yeah, Simon,
about the
centering of it and the art of it. Yeah, me and him went back and forth. He hated me. Oh, I think I did talk about that in the last episode. But
I think that's why you threw the boxes at him.
Yeah, I think that's why he made us wait in the ice cream hell for 2 hours because he hated me.
It was a cold day in hell.
Yeah. So then I load up these shirts. I don't get extra large. I talked about that last episode, and I load up all the shirts. I check the bag for the shirts, $30. So I'm losing money immediately.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes.
I'm going to Michigan, and if you didn't hear the last episode, you gave me the idea where you said I should sell merch, and I said okay. So I told you I was selling shirts, and you said that's not what I mean. What? Shirts are merch. Shirts are merch.
What I said was I don't do shirts.
Oh well,
I'm not anti-shirt. I just can't pull it off. And it's too much stress for me.
It's because your shirt's too tight. You can't pull it off. Speaking of thing, I just noticed this. How brand new is this?
This is actually old. Somebody gave it to Irene Morales.
Yeah.
She used to work for Calvin Klein, and she had a bunch of shirts.
Oh my God!
And she's like, "Hey, Caitlin, take some of these. Maybe Steve will like them." And they were all too big, but this one we liked, so I got it tailored. I've never had a shirt tailored, but
that's why it looks so slimming.
It looks great. Oh, thanks.
It's really like starched up. It looks like it looks like body armor or something. Thing
like Kingpin. It's Kevlar underneath.
Kevlar?
Isn't that what it is?
It's Kevlar.
Kevlar? I thought it was Kevlar.
No, Kevlar is like a Star Trek guy. I am Kevlar from Planet 9.
Kevlar is the stuff that you put on food, right? Oh, look, fancy Kevlar.
Kevlar, yeah, fish eggs. Kevlar is actually my gaming Xbox name.
That sounds right.
It's actually Caglor.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's close.
What's Caglor? Caglor.
Something I thought was funny. I made it up.
I think Caglor is what you named the T-shirt guy.
T-shirt guy, yeah. And my buddy I play games with, his name's Yaklor, and everyone just... All right, everybody. It's
I'm sure you guys have a lot of friends on there.
Nope.
That's a good screen name if you want some alone time.
Yeah. People leave. Yeah, if you're an introvert.
That's true.
Yeah, this thing is fierce. You look
Kevlar.
You look like you should be at a rodeo or something. I don't know. Should be.
Oh, well, the lady loves it. So, now I'm wearing it all the time.
Well, she wears denim too.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe she doesn't find me attractive. She just likes what I'm wearing. She's like, take that off and put it over here.
That's true, yeah.
Put it in my drawer.
I don't know if I like you, but I like your sense of style.
Let me get into your pants. Those specifically. Those pants.
Maybe she'll start, dressing you up like her.
I'm fine. I like wearing what I wear.
All right.
She wears too many like shirts with wolves and eagles. And
Does she really?
yeah, she's got a lot of thrift store shirts.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's like a bald eagle holding a Bud Light.
Does she really have that?
She has something with a Budweiser on it and an eagle.
Oh my God.
It's funny, but it would not work for me.
Wouldn't work for me either. I'm all plain.
Yeah.
Plain.
Plain's the way to go.
I love plain. You can't beat plain. Yeah.
Because
I'm too self-conscious about a design or something weird.
And I realized this was like when I moved to New York. I used to have shirts with print on them and stuff, but it's a conversation starter, and I don't want anyone to talk to me about my clothes as far as like products or whatever.
Yeah.
Because then it's like we might as well not talk. Because if this is our conversation, we have nothing to talk about.
Well, obviously, it's the bottom of the barrel. I mean,
Yeah.
I appreciate somebody trying to start something, you know.
Right.
What's that Bruce Springsteen song?
Badlands.
No, yeah. Good. Can't start a fire without a spark.
Oh, that's true. Dancing in the Dark.
Dancing in the Dark. Yeah.
That's your favorite one.
I love it. I couldn't remember it.
I think Regan even has a joke about the T-shirt, like the shirt having something on it.
Oh, really?
He was wearing a Dolphins shirt that his kids got him, and the guy comes up to him and goes, "So, you got to really work on your offensive line this year, huh?" And Brian's like, "I don't work for the team." I don't remember the joke exactly.
Oh, I could picture him saying that in his voice, like his announcer voice.
Yeah.
I don't work for the team.
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember. But I feel the same way. I try to have no shirts that someone can talk to me about when I don't have a lot of knowledge.
Also, like the bad part about those is one time I had a shirt that had like leather sewn on patterns.
Whoa!
I know it was in the.
What, were you in a club?
Well, I showed
when you sold Molly. Who are you?
Well,
what shirt? You have to find a picture of this shirt.
Oh man, I think I burned it. Yeah, I think I ate it.
Smelled.
I think I donated it to Panicking.
You leave it in the sun. That should have done enough.
Well, I showed up to this thing. I'm like, I'm not sure about this, but maybe it'll look good. And had the leather things on it. This was
what did they look like?
It was like triangles and stuff. It was like 5 years ago. I think there was like a trend 6 years ago with those things. Show up to the show. All the comics are like, "Oh, what is this? Oh my God!"
Yeah,
good. This guy looks like
he's got a Rorschach test on his.
Yeah. Plus, it was all small, and it looked horrible.
What the hell?
I know.
What is this?
It was horrible. It was. I don't think I have any photo evidence.
Where'd you get it?
I think I got it in the clearance rack of like Top Man or Uniqlo or something. That's where I usually scope out things. Because they'll probably suck. So I don't want to spend full price on something that's embarrassing.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm plain man. I dabble for a little outrageous once in a while, but then like when you dip your toe in the ocean and a crab bites you, pull back and live on the land for the rest of my life. Don't do anything crazy.
Yeah, for you it was an alligator.
Bit my
on your
foot
chest.
off. Bit my foot off.
Yeah. They ripped your social life in half.
Yeah. Then, I experimented with some things. Like I had a shirt with an eagle on it, and it wasn't good. But yeah, plain is better. Because I'm not self-conscious about what's on the shirt. I'm just like, hey, here's me. Can focus on the moment.
Yeah.
I don't have to like talk to people and also think, oh, is this bad?
I feel the same way. I like that you wear plain clothes because I'm only paying attention to you. And
yes,
yeah, basically what you're saying.
And I'm paying attention to you because I'm not thinking about, oh my God, is this lame? This picture of a wolf drinking I want to say Bud Light, but that's her shirt.
But I think Kate, if you have the intensity of Caitlin, you could wear anything. You could she could wear the leather shirt.
That's true.
And you're still paying attention to her.
Because when she's there, you're like, all you're thinking is, please don't hurt me. You're not focused on the wolf, the she-wolf or whatever on the shirt.
Well, she's such a good time. It's like the shirt's a garnish. You don't really pay attention to the shirt.
Yes, absolutely.
That was hilarious.
Oh my God. Well, and I did a show with Emma yesterday. She was talking the praises of Caitlin the whole drive.
Oh, that's great.
I guess they had a fun night or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's good. They did a show together recently.
Maybe that's why. So she's getting the word around.
That's great.
The word's getting around. Okay. So the shirt story, part 2. So I guess like there's a part 1A asterisk, which is the bonus episode about my flight to Grand Rapids got all screwed up, and I had to. The 8 Delta employees transferred me to Detroit to get a rental car, and that flight got canceled. And then they had me thinking to go to Chicago, but there's a time zone difference where I would have still been late. And then they had me going to Atlanta, and I had to do a layover to Atlanta, even though I booked a direct flight to Grand Rapids. And then I sit the tarmac for an hour and a half because the pilot went to the wrong airport.
Right.
And I'm so mad, and I keep calling Delta, and the wait is like 4 hours long. I feel like everyone is getting screwed there. Mm-hmm. Based on my Instagram stories, everyone's like trapped in LaGuardia, and I think LaGuardia is just a crappy airport or something. I think it's the airport stinks. I don't know. I hate it, but it's by where I live, so I'm not going to Newark. I'm trapped. Anyway, so I checked the bag. I have to miss out on a show on Thursday because the flight got all screwed up. So I have this big bag of shirts checked for 3 shows in Michigan. I do the first show on Friday. It goes really well, and I do the joke, and then I hold up the shirt at the end of the joke, and it gets an applause break.
Yeah.
The shirt becomes the tag for the joke. Because people are like, "Oh my God!" They went nuts.
Yeah,
and then I had to like riff on the shirt. I'm like, "Yeah, I had to check this airport security. That was weird. Figuring time shirts. They're, people are going through it and the security, making it all up." But it becomes more of the joke.
You should add. It got even worse when the TSA put on the gloves.
Yeah,
and sent it back to me.
I should have sold them to the TSA.
That's
what they do.
That's perfect.
Oh, maybe that's
got to go on there.
That's got to go in this chunk now.
Yeah.
So then I crush the show. Emma goes on, does great, and then I'm like, I don't really know what to do. I got all these shirts, so I kind of like set them up on a chair next to the door.
Okay.
And I still have my duffel, and then I'm like, and then like 2 people walk up to me. They're like, "We gotta get one of those," and I'm like, "Oh, I don't know how much to charge."
Oh no!
So I'm, I do like the lowest price point where I can make a profit because I just feel bad.
What'd you charge?
So these all cost 10. I charged 20.
Okay.
In my head, I was gonna sell them for 30, but
no, 20's safer.
I freaked. Yeah. So then they're like, "All right." First guy goes, "Do you have an extra large?" I go, "No, that's the only size I don't have." Oh my God. And then his girlfriend is like, "Well, I guess I could get one. Do you have a medium?" And I go, "Yeah." And I had 2 colors, and I go, "Green or gray?" She's like, "I'll love a green." And and then I realized I have to go through my bag. I have no idea where the shirts are.
Oh God.
Literally like throwing shirts around, looking at these labels. The labels are so small with the sizes.
Yeah.
It's literally taking forever.
Right.
Totally backfires because I thought this would be an easy way to just meet people and get them on their way. Now I'm like bogged down with these shirts. Literally like 10 minutes of throwing shirts. Finally find the size. Can't find the color.
She's gone.
She's like, "I'll just take the other color." I'm like, "Great. Oh my God." So I only sell like 5.
Okay.
But we're doing stuff. Knocked down 5. Second show. Same thing. The holding up the shirt does well. Less people come, and I just feel such a weirdo standing by these shirts. I look so uncomfortable. My teeth are clenched. I'm muttering to myself. I'm muttering like, "Ugh, this is so lame. I don't want to stand here. This is so humiliating."
Right.
But you have to stand and talk to people anyway. I might as well have shirts, but I'm just so self-conscious, and people coming up, and I'm like, "Yeah." And then on stage, I was like, "Yeah, I'm going to sell these, I don't know, $30. And then I go, maybe 25. And then I go, all right, 20.
I had to get a laugh.
I'm like haggling myself on stage.
Is that getting a laugh?
Yeah, kind of. So then I get off stage and this woman's like, I'll just give you 35. I'm like, oh,
whoa.
Thank God for you. These shirts, I'm like, I feel like I'm 7-Eleven. I'm like, pricing and all this stuff. I have an inventory.
I've got all the answers for you right now if you want them.
Okay, yeah.
You have to have them on a table.
There's no table.
You have to
chairs.
You have to get a table.
Oh God! All right, I gotta check another thing.
There's a table at every venue that is probably not being used that you can borrow.
Okay.
At every single venue.
Yeah. Good point.
All you got to do is ask one staff member with any sort of authority, just being like, "Hey, is it okay if I use a table for when I sell my shirts at the end?" You lay them out during the headliner set.
Oh.
In order of size.
Oh, man.
With separate colors. And then you know where everything is. So it's rapid go and go. You stand in front of the table so it doesn't look like they have to buy a shirt. So you're not behind it.
Oh, you're right. I should stand in front of the table.
If you stand behind it, it's like, oh, we can't talk to them unless we buy something.
Oh, my God. You're
if you stand
genius.
in front of it, it's, hey, you don't have to buy anything. I still want to thank you for coming.
Oh, my God. You're a marketing whiz.
And then you thank them for coming on their way out because you are glad that they came to see you live.
Oh, my God. I am, yeah. And, wow, that's awesome. All right.
Yeah.
Part 2, everyone, coming up.
And I think the money thing is a joke. You should play with that and write it. But you starting at 30 and going down is hilarious. Because you talk about having anxiety.
Yeah.
So you can do what I do is like when I mention the podcast on shows, I have a podcast called Panicking. I've been doing it the whole time I've been up here.
Yeah.
And any sort of joke about anxiety and going, I also have shirts. They're $30. Okay, they're $25. All right, I won't do a penny more than 20. Or, something like that.
Yeah, that's really funny.
And it fits you very well.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, we'll work on this. So then Friday or yesterday, going down to Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's like this place that used to be a steel mill that they turned into a casino and an event space. You ever been down there?
What place is this?
It's called Steel Stacks.
No.
Well, it looks like a apocalypse happened, and I riffed about it for like probably 10 minutes of my set. I'm like, my God, did a fire just happen? Man, COVID really hurt you guys. It's like abandoned steel mill that's been abandoned for 30 years. I'm like, man, COVID really effed you guys up. And that's bombing. But
that's so crazy that the place that they take care of and care about and you roast it to them without any sort of proving that you're good at this or likable.
No, I'm kidding. It got laughs about it, but I ran it into the ground.
They did it to the steam mill.
I know. I basically steel milled industry, my joke. It left town and got replaced by Japan.
Oh, man.
So then there's no table at this place. All chairs. But chairs you can move, so I move a chair over. Also,
that's crazy. There's no table.
Yeah, there's a table with all the sound equipment, which I put my camera on, and I was like, "Oh, is it okay if I put it here?" And they're like, "Yeah, who cares?" But I couldn't put the shirts there. All the tech is there, so then I literally have one shirt, and I'm like so half-heartedly, I just put the duffel bag with all the shirts, and then one shirt over it. And it's all wrinkled because I haven't opened them since Detroit or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, this is horrible.
Do you have an iron?
No, but I should get one of those spray dewrinklers because they'll make them smell good too.
Yeah, get a steamer or an iron and an ironing board for here. And I'm going to take this many shirts, and any of them that look too wrinkly, just do those. You don't have to do all of them, just the ones that look bad.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Oh, man. These are all good ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just standing by this duffel bag with one wrinkled shirt draped over it. Just muttering to myself.
Looks like you wore it to the venue and took it off.
Looks like I slept in it. And the duffel bag was my pillow. I'm literally like just muttering to myself, this is a big mistake. I'm just going to write these off as a tax loss and just never do this again. And I'm just like beating myself up next to this duffel bag and this sad presentation. And then this 3 people walk up and they go, dude, you were awesome. I go, oh, thanks. We need those shirts. I'm like, oh my God, you saved me. We all got the shirts. I'm like, how do you guys know each other? And they wanted to do a photo, and they go, we were family. And I go,
wow,
it's weird.
Wow.
It's weird.
You couldn't put your fingering time on it.
Yeah. But that's their tree, is just a finger. Their family tree is no branches, a lot of incest. So I was like, oh man, it gave me more motivation for the shirts. I'm like, these people maybe be fans and they're going to wear these shirts and look at each other and think of me. So, it's good marketing.
Great marketing.
Literally, instead of grassroots is grass thread. And I don't know. But then there's this one part of that story. I don't know what time we got. Oh, we're only at 36 minutes. All right, let's cut to you. And then cut to you and I'll do this other part of the story. Which I teased to you when you came over.
Oh, well, I got to let you know, your entire, so far, every single part of your merch has been my idea.
Shirt and logo.
And
then the sales
and now the sale.
I know, man. You're losing
I'm losing money here. I didn't even realize it.
Losing opportunities.
I didn't know I could do this. It's so much easier after you're my test person. I put you out there. I'm like, okay, so you should do this and then this, and now I'm learning I could do it.
It feels good when audience member. I had a couple in Grand Rapids where they put on the shirt in front of me, and then we do a photo.
That's awesome.
So cool.
You're killing it.
So cool.
That's so awesome, buddy.
So I've sold 12 total. So working my way down from 120. I only got 108.
Doing great. 108, doing great.
Oh my God! And then on Sunday, there's only 6 people in the show. It stunk, but the show was fun. And I get off, and one guy walks up to me. He's humongous. You got extra large.
I'm telling you should have got extra large. You should have consulted me.
I'm dumb. I got extra small instead. No one buys those.
You're doing the Midwest.
I know. I'm so dumb.
What are you going to put it on their arms?
I know.
Apologies if you're in the Midwest, but people are
bigger there. They eat meat and,
Yeah.
They also work in like kind of blue collar.
Yeah, they're running around. They got
weightlifting.
Legs the size of my head. The calves on the calf muscles on anybody I've seen in the Midwest. I'm like, man.
I know, they eat calves.
What are you lifting? It's huge.
They
eat calves.
And then they
goes right to their calves.
It goes right to their calves. Man, this calf went right to my calf.
Oh, man. Kevlar.
Kevlar. Now that is a sci-fi villain, if I ever heard one.
That is, yeah.
I am Kevlar.
He's half cow, half robot.
From the planet of bovine. Bove9.
Bove9. We just made a cartoon character.
Oh, make another shirt.
Matt, draw it. All right. So it's tax season.
Oh yeah, I still haven't done mine.
I'm in the middle of doing mine, and it is the most it's my least favorite time of the year.
Mm-hmm. For the opposite of Christmas.
It's the opposite of Christmas. I'm like, oh, I gotta give. What am I giving instead of getting? And I've been doing my taxes, and the whole time, even if I'm like getting money back, I'm like, I'm doing this wrong. I do TurboTax, and the whole time I see that it's like, oh, you're gonna get return. I'm like, I'm going to jail. There's no way I'm doing this right. Every question, I'm like, I have to be filling this out wrong.
Okay.
But I'm reading everything correctly. I'm double checking everything. It's the ultimate. You could get in trouble thing.
Well, have you ever consulted an accountant?
Yeah, it's worse.
Why?
In my experience, it's been worse. It's cost me way more money than when I do it myself.
Oh, okay.
So the whole time I'm filling it out, I'm like, oh my God, it's so stressful and it takes forever and it's draining.
Yeah.
I feel like that guy in Raiders of the the Holy Grail, when he takes the wrong grail and he sips from it and becomes a skeleton.
It's Last Crusade, but yeah.
Last Crusade. I know. I messed up. You didn't get extra large.
That's your movie.
I know. I had a brain fart. I had brain freeze. I was in the ice cream district. It's causing me too much stress. I was doing it before I came here, and the whole walk over here, I was like, I can't bring this energy into the podcast. I was so angry.
The whole walk here, you're like seeing numbers like that guy from The Hangover.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I got to deduct that. And, oh, man, I forgot. Somebody's like, hey, can you hold on for 10? And I'm like, 99. And
well, don't forget you withdrew that Patreon money.
I didn't.
Oh,
it must have automatically deposited because I don't touch it.
Well, doesn't that still count as your income?
I know. That's why I gotta put that in there too.
Yeah, don't forget about that.
I haven't. I'm doing it all. It's like I don't even touch this money.
My God.
And so it's a whole thing. But I'm all stressed out. I hate tax season.
All right, everyone, we're back. Memory card full. A lot of memories in there.
The globe joke and the shirt idea.
Okay.
That was the callback to the memories.
Oh, okay. Well,
jokes up top.
Thanks for them, Fall Out Boy. Thanks for the memories. You're dressed like that singer.
That's right.
You just need one of those hats. Those Fall Out Boy hats. They look like train conductor hats.
Oh, I haven't seen the hats.
They were big in 2007 and 8.
Were leather shirts popular around then?
No, they were popular for one day, and that was the day before I bought them. Oh, my God. So tax season and...
Yeah, wabbit season. Very stressed out. And going through it right now, so I just can't wait for it to be over. I can't take it.
I just keep putting it off. I'm like, oh God, I can't do it.
I do that. That's why I would always go with accountants, so I could put it off longer, and then just be like, hot potato, and throw it at them. And I decided to not do that this year. I decided to be more adult and do them myself, and I can't tell which is worse, doing them. Just doing them or putting them off, because putting them off is equally stressful to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's better to get them out of the way. I mean, it's easier when you get money back.
Yeah,
because you're like, oh man, this is great.
Yeah,
but when you have to give money, ugh,
I hate it.
And then it's all that uncertainty in your bank account. You're like, I don't know what this is, and then you have to wait for all the W-2s, and they're never all there.
No, it's really bad. I'm reaching out to places. I'm like, hey, it's really important that I give the government all my money. So can you give me a piece of paper?
And no one cares.
It's the worst.
Oh man, I feel for you.
Yeah, and then I get the new cat on Tuesday.
Oh
so
my
the
God.
day after this airs, I will be headed to get the new cat.
And it's the Egyptian.
Yeah, the Sphinx. Yeah.
Wait, what?
It's called a Sphinx cat.
Oh, really?
So you were pretty close. Yeah.
I thought it was an Egyptian hairless. That's what it was called.
Oh, they're called Sphinx, I thought, but maybe that's another name for it. I don't know. I'll ask it when I get it. But
well, is that riddle of the Sphinx?
What?
It stinks. I don't know. No, it's if you.
Something Sphinx in here.
No, the riddle of Sphinx is what walks on 4 legs and then 2 legs and then 3 legs.
Oh, a human.
Yes. Well, you won't be eaten.
Oh, was that the riddle the Sphinx would tell?
Yeah, and if you got it wrong, you'd eat you.
Oh my God!
Or she. I don't know what gender it is. Yeah,
it's hard to tell with that hat, but
with the Sphinx hat.
Yeah, whatever it's.
Oh, that thing. Yeah, the headdress.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, getting Benny on Tuesday.
Oh my God.
And the process of this, I can't believe. So in order to introduce two cats to each other,
oh my God,
you got to keep them in separate rooms for 48 hours. So I'm going to stay in the office with the cat.
With the new one or the old one?
With the new cat.
Okay.
Overnight. Like I'll sleep in the office with the new cat on the floor.
Oh my God. Let me just turn this up.
Yeah.
Go.
I can tell this is captivating.
Captivating.
Captivating. And
this is very strange.
I think you've made it less.
Yeah. I think that's what the problem is. I'm all confused here.
Yeah. So the problem.
I'm all upside down. I think I've been turning you up, but I meant to turn you down, and then you got too loud, and well, whatever.
Don't
all right.
turn me down.
Okay. Got to be in the separate rooms.
Yes. I'm going to sleep at night. I'm going to sleep in the office with the new cat. And I'm like weird. I feel weird about petting it for the first time.
You got to sleep in that thing?
I'm going to sleep
There's no room.
Yeah, there's room. It's just going to have to be on the floor.
My God.
Yeah.
Like a divorced dad.
Yeah, I know. Laying with a naked thing I just met.
Flophouse.
Yeah, and that was the other name we were going to give it. But, so we'll have to keep the cats apart for 48 hours, and then I have to take Bowie to the vet next week, which is its own nightmare. And then you have to introduce all the smells to each cat. It's a whole process. I have to go through all this next week.
Oh, my God.
And I'm doing taxes in my downtime up to it.
Well, you'll get a lot of material for us.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be a crazy couple episodes coming up.
Sounds like when somebody first meets their, when the family has a kid and they bring in the other kid. That's what it's going to be like. The kid's going to be jealous.
But you don't have to keep them in separate rooms and have the new kid smell the old kid.
Wow. Who knows? I mean, who knows what they write in those baby books?
Yeah, so it's going to be a whole thing, and I'm very nervous. I need the cats to get along because I've had cats that hate each other, and it's a nightmare.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, what happens?
They fight, and they hiss, and they keep jumping at each other, and it's a nightmare.
Oh, wow. I'm fingers crossed. Is this a kitty or like a grown one?
It's a kitten, and it's a kitten.
Okay. Well, don't kid around. I don't know. So we got some topics, but I don't know if the story I was going to tell, maybe we'll tell in the bonus. When are you leaving again for the...
We'll be... So I leave on the 21st.
We got some time.
Yeah. I have one from Matt Moves Mountains.
Okay, let's hear it. Matty.
Matty.
He tweeted about your album.
Yeah, he did. You did. Ronnie did. JWH did. Almost every Panic Attack. Helena. Everybody's saying nice things. So thank you, everybody. So this is from Matt Moves Mountains. Some good anxiety for the next pod. I had my first interview today since probably over a year ago.
Oh, my God.
It was at 12:30, so naturally my entire morning was shot.
Yep.
The only thing I could do was anxiously wait for 12:30 and pacing. Man, can I pace. Overall, it went well. Good conversation between the interviewer and myself, but there's always a live coding part of these interviews.
Oh, my God.
And you may recall I can't even put my change away at the store if people are in line behind me.
Yeah, that's me.
I solved both problems, but it was cumbersome. Now I have to wait a whole week while he interviews some more people. Anxiety has a whole week to inform the rest of my brain how much better everyone else is.
Well, Matt, we've been following Matt's journey from the podcast because I think he switched careers. He went back to school for coding. He helped me with coding, and now he's finally getting out there, getting his feet wet or dry, or I don't know the expression. Coated. It's coated in goo.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
You really got yourself on that one.
That snapped me.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we're happy for you. I know that the thing in the middle of the day, if it's stressful, it's even worse, like an interview or something. But even like a regular thing, I'm like, can't focus until the thing is over.
Right.
It just lingers over you, and, you just have to literally just stand and look at a wall or something until the time comes. So I can imagine. I always get there. I don't know if it was virtual or in person. Did he say?
It sounds like it was in person.
So I always get there super early, get a coffee and put a bib on so it doesn't spill on me because I'm going to spill on myself because I'm so nervous. And, scope out the place, literally walk around the place. That's my, ritual for an interview.
Yeah, make it look like you're casing the joint.
Yeah, because the worst thing about an interview is just showing up late and you get to go all frazzled, your tie's like all screwed up, and you go, yeah, you really want to hire a guy who looks like a lunatic who's out of breath and sweaty and, it's frazzled. So I always try to get there super early and just pace around.
I think I think getting there early and comfortable with the place helps with the anxiety. You're like, well, you don't have that rush of being late, the adrenaline and everything, and it's easing you in. Of course, your adrenaline spikes back up once you're brought in the room.
Right.
But you're probably not. You get some downtime. You get to ease a little bit.
Yeah, the worst, when I first moved here, I remember somebody told me where the interview was, but I didn't know anything about New York. I think I was in a totally wrong part of the city.
Oh, wow.
And I had to call, and I'm like, yeah, I can't find your place. And they go, where are you now? And I told them, they're like, that's Jersey. Yeah. I'm like, oh, God. I had to sprint there and drive like a maniac.
Oh, my God.
Of course, I didn't get the job.
Yeah.
The worst job I ever interviewed for, part of the interview was you went out to lunch with people.
Oh
my God. Oh my God. It was such a nightmare. It was so long. We had to go to lunch.
Oh my God.
Go to lunch.
Lunch?
Oh my God.
What's the job? Food tasting?
I don't know. I guess that was... I guess I interviewed the second... There's 2 interviews.
The second one's lunch.
Second one's lunch. Oh, man. It was so horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't have anything to say.
And all they kept talking about was your leather shirt. And
yeah, I was wearing I was dressed like I was going to a nightclub. They were like... I remember they were asking me things like, what are your...
pass the ketchup?
What are your hobbies? And, yeah, pass the ketchup. And you gonna finish those fries?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? And do you need that much salt?
Yeah, well, yeah, right. Are you planning on living in 5 years? 'Cause that's a lot of grease.
Yeah, well, we know where we see you in 5 years, getting insulin.
Yeah, getting dialysis. Your kidneys will fail. Oh man, yeah. So then I remember they asked me. This is still haunts me to this day. They're like, this is before I did comedy. They're like, "What are your hobbies?" And I didn't have any.
Yeah, and you're like panicking.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
Video games.
I couldn't say that. I was like, ooh, hobbies, huh? They're like, yeah, what do you do for fun, man?
Why couldn't you say video games?
I was blanking. I don't know.
Oh, I got you.
I was blanking, and plus I didn't have any hobbies. A video game isn't a hobby. I was like...
I thought it was.
No, that's no.
That makes it sadder then.
It is a sad activity, yeah. I was like, I couldn't... And they were just staring at me. I'm literally totally blank on what a hobby is. I don't know what I do for fun. Some kind of freak. Doesn't have anything going on for myself outside of work.
Right.
I didn't get the job. But I got a free lunch.
Yeah, I think your hobby is getting free food.
Yeah, hobby's eating. I remember I said something like, yeah, do this. I don't remember what I said, but they go, haha, no, come on. Oh, man, that was real.
Oh.
That was real.
Wow. I remember
super brutal.
One interview, I was so nervous. I was doing all right, but then they asked me, what does diversity mean to you? And I was like 18 or 17 years old.
Oh, God.
And I blanked on what it even meant. Even just the textbook definition.
That's awful.
And I was just like, well,
What does it mean to you? What do you mean? When you're the company,
yeah,
I'm just the employee.
and I don't know why they asked me, because I'm not diverse, but I was very thrown, taken aback, and I could not think of what even the definition was. I don't even remember what I said, but I remember her being like, "Okay," and I'm like, "Oh, that was wrong."
Oh man, this reminds me of the first job I got in New York. It was like this crooked operation owned by two brothers, and they were interviewing for somebody who quit because they were so pissed, and it was a horrible place to work.
Do they run ice cream trucks?
Yeah, basically. But if they didn't like because you don't see the looks of the person before they show up. So if they didn't like the way they look, they would have me interview just to not have to talk to them.
Oh, they only wanted hot people?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
They were ugly.
Oh, my God.
Send Andrew in there. I'm like, I just started.
He's the ugly expert.
I just started there.
He knows how to speak hideous.
So I'd be on the other end of the interview. These people would be so nervous. I'm like in the position of power or something.
And you already know they're not getting it, right?
Right. Well, I mean, it's still not confirmed, but I believe that's what was going on because they didn't even talk to them at all. And then I'd interview them, and then they'd send me follow-up emails, and I'm like, get a kid, I guess. I don't know. Get plastic surgery or something. I don't know what I can do for you.
Breast implants.
I don't know. I'm sorry. You can't get it. I felt so harassed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I really have no power here. I just started.
They didn't know about the harassment, but you knew about it.
Oh, it was awful. So
you were the rejection.
So I've been on the other side, and I got to just say, I mean, everyone says be yourself, but it is true because if you're not yourself, it comes off a little weird.
And if you get the job, then you
have to pretend to be somebody else your whole life.
Yeah.
So just be yourself, because just be comfortable, and that's all I could say. Because
and Matt, you're great. You've kept Andrew in work. That's how good you're at your job. Andrew's kept his.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing, Matt. And if for some reason they pick somebody else, that's their mistake, not yours.
And just keep it up, and always negotiate when they offer you something. Go, give me something better, because once you're there, you're locked in.
Yeah.
The raises once you're there is like 7%. But I guess it's your first job ever, so Matt, maybe build that experience, go to somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. We've got one from
on Instagram or Twitter?
Twitter.
Okay. Well, we got a bunch.
Yeah, I got one from Ronnie McWilliam. Going to the kitchen when someone's already in there. I like that one.
Oh man,
that's a good one.
Yeah,
because you always think you're going to be in the way. There's only so much surface area in the kitchen, but all the utilities are near each other.
Yes.
So if someone's doing coffee, they're still near the microwave. So you're like, oh, I can't use it. I'm going to hit them with the door because the button springs it open.
I always do somebody's in here, just about face.
Yeah, immediately turn around. I'm like, well, I'll just be hungry.
And it's always like the microwave is always like going, especially like if I assume this is a workspace or roommates or what do you think this is?
I mean, I don't consider Caitlin a roommate, but anytime Caitlin's in the kitchen, I'm like, well, I'll just wait because there's no way I'm not in her way.
Johnny came home to the kitchen.
When you go in the kitchen, you're probably going to every part of the kitchen.
Yeah. There's not just right. It's all open. It's all anything at any moment, any cupboard, any drawer.
Even your kitchen, the dishwasher and the stove are so close to each other. Even if you and I were at both, you'd be like, can you wait? Can you move over?
I know, and you're so focused on cooking, you're like, get out of here. It's like tensions are high, because you got to get the timing right and all this.
Yes, and you're playing with fire, literally gas, electricity, nuclear rays.
I know, yeah. The worst, yeah. I worked at a company where the break room was the kitchen, so people are sitting there yammering on the phone, watching YouTube, microwaves blasting. You know, it's just too much going on.
Was this the break room for the ugly employees or the hot employees?
My God. I feel bad about telling that story, but it's true, everybody.
It's not your fault.
It's not
the
my
ones
fault.
that were doing it.
I was just a pawn in this evil operation.
Evil operation.
Yeah. So So like literally, I would always peek in, and there would be like just like astronomically odds that no one would be in there, and I'd be like, finally, I go in, get water, like do everything I have to do in like seconds before somebody walked in.
Usually the kitchen's like robbing a bank. You got to have somebody in the van being like, now's your window, go, go, go.
Yeah, I had to set up like cans on a string, so I'd hear down the hall, I'd hear, oh, somebody's coming. Oh.
And they're like, hey, you're using my cans. I was going to have soup.
These cans are Diet Coke. You've been drinking them.
My liquid death.
My liquid death is gone.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we got, the kitchen. That's great. Ronnie tweeted, hold on, let me see what Ronnie did.
I got.
Okay, what did Ronnie say?
Here. My job has been a spinning vortex of stress and anxiety lately. My boss quit. They fired my other coworker, and now I have a new boss that's never done my job. And they tried to change my job description with no training. And they brought back someone who drove me around for 4 hours, supposedly looking for business to set up at. Waste of my time. I finally was able to sit my new boss down and tell her what my job will be. It's crazy, and this business is super unorganized.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I think that's like the labor shortage. It's like, oh, my God. Everyone quits. No one can be replaced. So you either replace the people with like the lowest qualified candidates. I mean, Matt Moose Mountains is moving in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying he's low qualified, but I'm like, that's a good opportunity for you, Matt. This is what's going on in the workplace. Did I tell you I was walking around Grand Rapids and everything was closing early? Oh, I did tell you that, right?
If you didn't, I already knew that because I was there earlier this year.
Oh, well, I was asking the guy driving us around why everything was closing early, and he said labor shortage. These people just want to go home. They close up.
Yeah.
I think these people are like, one thing annoys them, they're done. I mean, Ronnie, look for another job. I don't know. You could move around.
Sounds like if
Matt moves mountains around.
It sounds like she knows everything about the job and all these new people don't, so she should be getting promoted.
I know it's sad in the world is the business world is prejudiced against the anxious people because the people who move ahead ask, they're the askers. Oh my God, did it stop?
No, I was checking the time.
Oh my God. Heart attack. These low qualified people just ask. They go, I want to be in management. And they go, all right, I guess you'll be in there. And then the people who don't ask don't get moved up. Send an email. I don't know. Ask them to be moved up. It's brutal, but it's the only way you can.
Yeah. I think we got time for one more.
Life lessons from movies?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Too many things to do, but not enough time. Then feeling tired and not doing any of those things.
Oh my God.
That's what's going on for me right now. I gotta officiate a wedding. I gotta do my taxes. I got a new cat coming. I got other stuff going on that I can't say right now, and it's a whole big thing. I got too many things happening at once, and it's driving me crazy.
Well, yeah, that's my world, man. I think I got more stuff going on than you. I think I got.
I'm sure. Well, when you laughed in my face, and I can't tell you even half of my stuff.
You got big things cooking?
Yeah, I got big things cooking, and
well, you can't tell me. I don't know.
No, I'm not telling you. I got personal stuff.
You got personal stuff?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But
well, I'm sorry, man, about that personal stuff.
No, it's all right. But yeah, a lot of stuff going on at once is too much. It's hard. You gotta what's it called when you categorize things.
Compartmentalize?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good. That's a good add-on.
Well, I'm just thinking. I'm processing that. I'm compartmentalizing that.
You got to compartmentalize. You got to be like, I'm doing this from this to this, or it's hard for you have to come up with a different strategy for everybody. It's different for every person.
Oh my God! I hope your family's okay. I don't know, or is Caitlin pregnant? What's going on?
No, it's nothing. It's just stuff I can't announce on the pod yet because it's not set in stone.
This
is about
things?
This person.
These personal things?
Yeah.
These personal things?
Yeah.
Oh my God! You think all right. Well, everyone, we'll see. We'll stay tuned.
No, it's about this person's topic, not me.
Oh, okay.
I was relating to the person, and then you laughed in my face, and it triggered me.
Because everything you said, I have to do too. I have to do my taxes. I haven't done those.
You got a new cat coming. You got to officiate a wedding. Yeah, you got a lot of stuff going on, huh? You're doing all the same stuff as me.
The wedding.
You're giving a best man to your cousin is what best man speech. Do you have 8 weddings to go to in 8 months? Also.
Oh, yeah. I got some weddings.
Let's hear all the stuff you've got. That's more than mine.
Oh, we want to measure things.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Laugh at my face.
At least he almost done with the taxes.
It's killing me.
I still have to do them.
I'm boiling up on the taxes. It's not you. It's the taxes. It's Uncle Sam. It's not you.
Oh, my God. Well, I don't want to H&R block you, but...
Oh, my God. That was amazing.
Oh, my God. Wait, one more thing. I'm sorry. Well, good luck to you.
Yeah, good luck. Life lessons in movies, from movies.
Oh, yeah. He's a hardcore fan. So, 1 second, everybody. We had a check-in from Jamie. She said she's doing good, and she's in a new relationship, and she's pretty happy. So
that's great.
I thought it was a topic, but she's just checking back in.
That's wonderful.
She learned a lot about herself, and you're doing great, Jamie.
That's great. Good for you, Jamie. I'm excited to hear about that. I don't have any others from other people in my personal.
I just saw the story you posted. Oh, that's so funny.
Thank you.
It's pretty. It's pretty flowery where I live now.
Yeah, your whole street is like the end, like when Harry Met Sally when they kiss in the park.
Yeah. Oh my God, the allergies are going nuts, man.
Yeah,
it's like
I saw your story the other day. It made me laugh,
and I couldn't even. And I really realized when I looked at that story, it didn't even make sense because I meant to say it's like battling for my well-being. Like I'm happy that the weather's nice, but then my allergies are fighting back. It's like the battle of when the Iron Man fought in that first Iron Man. They're really like going toe to toe here,
and they're even. They have the same. They have the same tools.
Yeah, it's like I finally I'm like, oh my God, I'm so happy. It's nice out, and then I'm like, oh, my snot, and I can't breathe. I bought an allergy pill that was like literally this big. It was like a suppository. I can't breathe.
Man, that's hilarious.
Oh my God. Well, we're running out of time. I'm going to tease this one, maybe for the bonus, maybe for the next episode, but the ride back from the show was a complete nightmare.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Oh, man, it was so horrible. So stay tuned, everybody.
It's going to be great. Check out that bonus. 4 episodes a month for $5. They've been a lot of fun. No, we won't be doing any making fun of shows anymore because it keeps red flagging our episodes.
Oh yeah, I guess now we'll just have to make fun of our own content. Like we made fun of that stained chair in the the 3rd March one, and
so that's a good idea. Anything that we come across or anything that bombs in our social media or anything like that.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much there, but the we'll figure it out.
I have a screenshot of some stuff, but yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. All right. So we tried to stream Spider-Man the cartoon and riff on it. And first of all, the first part of it was just a recap of the whole season. So we, it was the Spider-Man we tried to watch.
Yeah.
So it's just like 1,000 scenes a minute. We're like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
There was nothing to riff on. It stunk, and Spider-Man screwed us. And we got flagged. And I don't know if we can even monetize now.
No, it was that was a bad. It's happened like twice or 3 times now. It's enough where it's like we'll have to divert into something else.
Ah, man.
That's okay.
Yeah, so maybe we can make fun of our old childhood home movies or something. I don't know.
We'll find something.
All right.
Yeah, because I don't want that to keep happening to people.
Yeah, it was horrible.
But thank you everybody for understanding when it came up and then immediately was gone. But yeah.
Oh, we got. Oh my God. Oh, we'd shout them out in the intro, but we got to shout out that new Patreon.
Yes, I've got them here. Why don't you talk while I?
So everyone, check out the Patreon. 4 bonus episodes a month, $5 a month. We got all the March ones. We're working on the April ones.
Shout out to Camille Syria, latest member of the Patreon.
Yes, Camille. Thank you. Good name.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you, everybody.
I love your tea, chamomile, camellia. I love your lizard, camellia.
Camellia.
Oh, I'm gonna send a meal back, Camille. I mean, this food was a little camille. I had to send it back. Camille is bad for food. Mealy. Mealy isn't that like gross? The food's a little mealy.
Maybe.
Which is pretty ironic.
How many Camille's do you eat a day?
Camille's. If you sign up for your army, you get 3 square Camille's a day.
I mean, that's it. That's it there.
All right, everyone.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for listening. We love you all. Bye.
Bye.